Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you with the UFC Fight Night Columbus, Ohio edition, guys. If you're new, this is a first look. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. And if you're returning and you forgot to hit that subscribe button, do me a solid, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Who are your dogs? I'm having a lot of problems finding dogs on this slate, on this card. But yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say. So we're coming off another great predictions video week. Awesome. We're going to get into that because transparency is everything, especially when it comes to doing UFC fight breakdowns, because there's millions of them out there. Some are honest, some aren't so honest, but I'm one of the honest ones. I'm going to show you guys. But without further ado, let's start the freaking show. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get into it, I got to keep the lights on around here. I got to pay the bills. You already know what it is, guys. If you want to join the DFS Club, what's the DFS Club? That's where you come and you get my lineups, guys. You get every single sport, sports wagering, DFS, you name it, we do it, guys. You got two providers in one, DFS Space, my brother from another mother, myself, Skywalker DFS. You go to dfsclub.com, guys. Again, you get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, NASCAR, Formula One racing. Who does this, man? Soccer, esports, UFC, WNBA, college sports. It's really easy. Just click join now. Make sure you click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, so I get credit. And then we are the cheapest in the industry, guys. And it's not even close. We have our bronze, silver, gold plans, and 3-day passes. If you guys want to check us out for 3 days, every plan includes every single sport. Every plan includes the members only podcast 1 hour before lock, where we break down each slate, man. It's awesome. That's when the news comes in, especially for NBA right now. MLB is right around the corner. So we don't just do UFC, man. We do every single sport. Prize picks. We got you. We got you covered on prize picks. Sports wagering. We got Squall Man Sportsbook in here, guys. Again, you get my lineups who play DFS, guys. Sports wagering, core plays, you name it. Every plan, like I said, includes everything. The only difference between them is the pricing. Basically, it works out. The more you pay up, the more you save. You got the gold plans. Basically, it's you pay for 6 months, you get 6 months for free. So that's how it pretty much works out. So come join us, guys. Stop losing, start winning. DFSclub.com. All right. So let's bring up how I did last week. I'm gonna show you guys my tapology here because, like I always say, man, transparency is everything. Let's see if it's gonna. Every time I do this with like tapology, it freezes up on me. So maybe I won't. Hold on, it's a little frozen. But yeah, I'm looking through this card, man. I mean, compared to last week's card, not nearly as entertaining as the London card, but you know, it's the last fight card. We have there's no fight card next weekend, so we're gonna have a little break, but it is a fight card. It is. And I'm kind of rambling right now because this is the second time now I went to pull up Tapology and it froze my computer. So I'll just close the program there, see what happens. All right, we're having some technical difficulties early. We're on to a great start. Let me try it again. All right, now we can see it. I think it's a Tapology issue because the only time that happens is not with my computer, but it's with Tapology. Anyways, first fight of the night, Muhammad Makayev versus Cody Durden. I took Makayev. Overall, I went 9-3 and only because I got talked on to Dan Hooker. I initially was not going to pick him. I was going to pick Arnold Allen, but I got talked into it. So this week I'm doing my video early, so I don't get talked into anything. I'm going to go with my fight. I've already watched all the fight tape. I spent all weekend studying this stuff, so I'm ready to go. So yeah, started off the night 1-1. Picked the first round submission, hit. Beautiful. Second fight of the night, Elise Reed, Corey McKenna. I picked Corey McKenna, I'm sure, like everybody else did. Took the L there. Next up, Timur Valiev versus Jack Shore. Jack Shore and got the decision. So cash big there. Jack Shore is pretty popular, pretty chalky play, but also predicted the decisionator. So there we go. There's 2-1 there. Here's 3-1. So I was very high on Paul Craig. Paul Craig, I look at this. Paul Craig, I picked submission and I picked round 1. All came through versus Krylov. I just saw it, man. Krylov was beating him up a little bit early in that fight. And then once he stuck his leg out there, man, what happened? Craig took him, snatched him up. That's over. That's all he needs to do. So stop. We got to stop underestimating the Bear Jew. Then we had Pavlovich versus Shamil. This was an easy one. Again, got the victory, picked knockout, picked round 1. So I got to do more sports wagering, guys, because my goodness, it's hard enough to pick the winners, but when you're picking how it's going to go down and what round it's going to go down, these paydays are big. So I really got to get into it. I'm doing myself a disservice. And I took the L on Mike Grundy versus Markwan Armanakani. Hindsight, I still would have picked Grundy. I think he's the better fighter. It just wasn't his night, man. It happens. So that was my second L of the night. So not too bad. Then Topuria, everybody's favorite pick here. Pick Topuria. I picked a first round knockout. I believe he got him in the second round. So that's all right. We'll take it. Yeah, he got it in the second round. That's another win. Meatball versus Carolina. Carolina's just not good. Just not good. McCann, I said by decision, but McCann got the spinning elbow finish in the third round. That was amazing. One of the best knockouts of the year. I think they're still trying to scrape freaking Carolina off the freaking pavement from that spinning. Yeah, I think she's still there on the ground. So, man, but yeah, pick that one. Winner, Gunnar Nelson, easy one. I picked submission in round 3. But it was a decision. Went the full distance, which I was kind of surprised, but still picked the winner. See, guys, I was on a roll, man. Patty Pimlet, submission, round 1. Hit all 3. Then I got talked into this. I got talked into playing Dan Hooker, even though in my mind I thought he was washed. And now I'm confirmed I'm sure he's washed. Allen whooped his ass. Round 1 finish. So, man, this is why I'm doing this. Again, I'm a broken record, but this is why I'm doing the video early. And then the main event, I was one of the few people who took Tom Aspinall. I believe in the kid, man. He's the real deal. I picked the first round knockout because I thought it was his only path to victory. He did win in the first round, but it was by submission. So very close there. Again, went 9-3. Not too shabby, man. I'm on a freaking roll. I sit here, I study these tapes, and then I run the fights in my head. I look at the most recent fights, and because you can't go back 3 years because fighters have changed since then. So that's my process, guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So I love doing it early in the week. I won't get talked into nothing. Again, not a lot of dogs I like. So just be forewarned. So first up, man, I'm back and forth on this one, kind of, but let me bring it up here so y'all can see it. We got Luis Saldana versus Bruno Souza. Bruno Souza. On DraftKings, Saldana is 8.3K. Souza's a live dog at 7.9. He is a live dog for sure. Didn't like what I saw, though. He was just freaking, he has that wide stance. He goes for kicks. Dances around a lot. Low volume. Very low volume. I hate that with fighters, man. does not score well with the judges, and he's not a finisher. So he has a good overhand right. He has great cardio. He can go 3 rounds no problem, even with all that dancing around. Luis Saldana, man, he's a striker. He's got a nice stiff jab, nasty kicks. Holds his hands down, though. I hate that, man. I hate that. He throws a lot of spinning attacks, and then he gasses himself out. Now, he tried to go for a finish in that first round. He had Austin Lingo hurt and then went for that finish. So that took a lot out of him. So yeah, his cardio was really questionable that fight. Hopefully, fight ready training camp. You know they got to know that's an issue with him. They probably threw his ass on a treadmill. Like Khabib says, if you always want to increase your cardio, it's simple. Run 3 miles a day. I run 3 miles a day with Smoking Joe, my dog. So you got to figure he's worked that out. He did hurt his foot too that last fight. He kicked, it was blocked by an elbow, and he was complaining about how hurt his foot was. So I'm going to take the favorite here. Luis Saldana, 8-3. I just wasn't impressed by Souza. I wasn't impressed with all the dancing around with the very, very low volume. Never went in for like a finish, anything like that. Just tried to cruise through 3 rounds. So Souza, I kind of got to see it to believe it. First look, I'm taking Saldana here. I'd say second round knockout for Saldana, because if it goes into the third round, man, Saldana might be in trouble. Next up, we got the 2 guys with the hardest names to pronounce on the card. We got Alashkabab Kariziev, the Black Wolf, versus Denis Trinlin. Sorry, guys. I'm trying my best here. So no prices on DraftKings yet for either one of these guys. This was originally supposed to be the first fight of the night, but it's not. So from what I saw from limited fight tape here, the Black Wolf, man, he throws heavy kicks, wild punches. He's a brawler, man. He does go for takedowns. He's a pretty good overall, well-rounded fighter. He's got that, that dad bod going, the flabby body. But, man, he's not one to be messed with. He looked great in that Dana's White Contender Series. Got an early submission, rear naked choke. And then I looked at Denis here, Denis, however you want to pronounce it, out of Russia. Didn't like what I saw, man. He's a striker. He throws leg kicks. He lays down on his punches. Like, he telegraphs them. You can see him coming a mile away. Throws a lot of flying knees up the middle. He just stands right in front of his opponent. No head movement, no body movement. He just stands right there still. Give me the Black Wolf here by first round. I'd say first round knockout. Yeah, the Black Wolf first round knockout, and continues his undefeated streak. He's 13-0. I see him going 14-0 here. Nice little setup fight for him. All right, guys. Next up, we got David Dvorak versus Mateus Nikolao. Where did I write it down here? Man, this fight card got really switched up on me. Okay, here we go. So for you DraftKings players, Dvorak is 8.4K on DraftKings. Nikolao can be had at 7.8. Dvorak, man, he's a striker, powerful punches, nice kicks, good takedown defense, and he's on a winning streak, man. Look at this. And he's fought some freaking, so he made his UFC debut against Bruno Silva, beat him in a unanimous decision, beat Jordan Espinoza, decision, and then Ronderos, submission. So 2 decisions, 1 submission. You got Mateus Nikolao again, 7.8K on DraftKings. Leg kicks, slick boxing, man. He does have a nice 1-2, nice overhand right. He has pretty good fight IQ. I'll give it to the kid. Good cardio. He does go for takedowns. However, I think David Dvorak here is going to be a little too much for him. I think this one, I'm going to give Nikolao the respect. I say this one goes to the judges. But yeah, give me David Dvorak here in a greasy decision victory here. All right, next up, this one should be a banger, man. This is one of the ones I am looking forward to. We got Bangarel Donna versus Chris Gutierrez, man. Bangarel can be had at 8.5 on DraftKings. I think it's a little too cheap. I'll have a lot of exposure on him in my DraftKings lines. Chris Gutierrez, 7.7K. Great fighter, man. This should be a good one. Bagdella Dana, man, the Storm. He's got that death touch that we love, man. Powerful striker, good movement, great forward pressure, high volume, too. And he is relentless. Once he has him hurt, he does not stop. He goes for the kill, man. Chris Gutierrez, though, he's nothing to you know, take lightly. I'll put it to you that way. Good calf kicks, good leg kicks, good movement. He'll go for takedowns. Throws a lot of spinning stuff. He throws a lot of high output too. He avoids getting hit a lot because he just moves around so much. Good cardio, great cardio. He has good takedown defense. I don't think he's going to need the takedown defense here against Dana, but I'm going to take Dana here. It is a 50-50 fight for me because Gutierrez, El Guapo, man, he's pretty slick, dude. So I might have exposure to both, but the pick is going to be Dana here, and I think he gets it done via, I'm going to say, second round knockout. Second round knockout for Dana. And again, at 8.5K on DraftKings, second round knockout should score pretty well. So I'd be surprised, though, if Chris can survive that first round storm. Literally, that's his nickname, the Storm. He's going to be live. So for sports wagering, I'd probably, this might be a live betting situation here. You got minus 160 for Dana, plus 135 right now for Chris Gutierrez. You might want to wait this one out. I mean, you might, if you're a Gutierrez backer, you might get a better line on him later in the week. So, but the pick for me is going to be Dana. All right, next up, kind of the passing of the torch here, man. We got Sarah McMahon, not Vince Kennedy McMahon, not Shane McMahon. What? Not Stephanie McMahon. What? We got Sarah McMahon versus Carol Rosa. I did like what I saw out of McMahon her last fight, man. She did fight the champ, right? She did fight the champ who just freaking beat Juliana Pena just beat the champ, dude, and that's who she last fought. It went 3 rounds. She got submitted late, I believe, right? Yeah, rear naked choke with like a minute left in the third. Sarah McMahon's 41 years old, but she still looks good, man. Good wrestling. She'll go for those takedowns. She's relentless with takedowns. Her striking has improved. Still not there yet, but I mean, it's improved, but I think it's the best it's going to get at 41 years old. She goes for submissions, ground and pound, heavy top pressure too, man. I'd say, honestly, she's a live dog at 7.3K on DraftKings. Right now, she could have at plus 180. Again, I think you get a better line on that later in the week if you're going to back McMahon. You got Carol Rosa, man. She's a high volume, powerful striker. A lot, Amanda Nunes-ish, I'll say. She can also grapple, man, just like Amanda. Good takedown defense, good wrestling. She's got a slick submission game. I'm going to take Carol Rosa here at 8.9K. But if you want to be that live movement, minus 220, I think that's about right. You might just want to, go for that now. I think later in the week, maybe it gets a little out of hand because people are already going to look at McMahon. She's 41 years old. And they're not, I think all the money's just going to just pile in on Rosa. So the pick is going to be Rosa, but I think McMahon is a live underdog, to be honest with you. So, but the pick is going to be Rosa. Let's keep moving along, guys. Skywalker Videos, my show. We don't take forever, man. We just get to the freaking point. Next up, we got Mark Ted, the $1 Million Man. Dibiase is what I call him. Where are we at here on my notes here? Man, they switched this all around. Versus but Borschev. Slava Borschev, guys. So Mark Dibiase, Ted Dibiase, 7.5K on DraftKings right now. A slight underdog at plus 60. I really like the line here on Borschev, man. Minus 190. So 8.7K on DraftKings for Borschev. I'm just not impressed with Mark at all, man. He took a nut shot. The very first strike of that last fight, he took it right in the freaking nuts. That's kind of sucks. Sucks for him. But he's a powerful striker. He's fast. He's one of these guys though. He has no heart. He taps easily. As soon as a submission's thrown in, man, he'll be tapping before it's even locked in. I can never back a fighter like that. He's a veteran of the sport, veteran of the game. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. You got the kickboxer here in Slava Claus. He's a kickboxer, man. Questionable takedown defense. He can be taken down. Nice get up game, though. Good luck keeping him down. He rips the body, man. He's got so much power. A lot of power in his strikes. He's still a little green, though, in his striking. It shows. I'm going to take Slava Claus here at 8.7K. I think it's a first round knockout. Pretty confident in that pick, too. So I know he's a minus 190. So if you're gonna hit the sports books to kind of like juice it up a little bit, I'd try and get a first round knockout prop there. So, but the pick is gonna be Slava Claus here, and on DraftKings again, he can be had at 8.7K. Again, that's good value for a fighter that's gonna get a first round knockout. Next up, we got Magny versus Max Payne Griffin, man. Magny could be had on DraftKings for 8.8K. Max Payne Griffin, 7.4K. I'd say Max is a live dog here. I probably will have some exposure, but not a lot. Magny, what is he right now? Minus 210 favorite. That's a little wide. I think that's a little wide. 170 plus 175 for Max. You might want to wait on this one. I think, I think, you know what? It's going to be hard to tell. I'm going to be very interested to see where this line goes this week. Because Max is a live underdog here, man. Magny, he's tall and long for the division. Great cardio. He can go 3 rounds. High activity, slick boxing, kicks, takedowns, high volume, great movement, man. He's a freaking point striker. Max Griffin, he's fought the who's who of the UFC. He's a powerful striker. He used to be a wrestler. He doesn't do it anymore. He doesn't go for takedowns anymore. He just doesn't use it. He fell in love with this striking, man. He throws calf kicks, leg kicks, good movement, good 1-2 up the middle. Powerful striker, man. He does have a good chin. Good combos, good takedown defense. He goes for takedowns when he wants to. Maybe he'll do it to like try and steal around here. Again, I'm 50-50 on this fight. Normally when I say I'm 50-50 on this fight, I just say dog or pass, but I'm not that lazy, man. I still think Magny's going to do it. I think it goes to the judges. Magny just ain't putting out Max Griffin. No way. But with that said, on DraftKings, if you want to take a shot at 7-4 with Max Payne Griffin, I get it. I totally get it. But the pick is going to be Magny. And then again, this one goes to the judges. It should score decently though, because both these guys throw a lot of freaking output out there. So yeah, but give me Magny as the official pick. But again, Max Payne is a live dog. Next up, man, we got Jennifer Maia versus Manon Fiore. I'm trying to get the French pronunciation right. Man, is it me or is Jennifer Maia here a little too cheap? Let me pull up her. She's fought the who's who, man. She lost to Valentina Shevchenko, but we all remember what she did to her. She took her down. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, she took her down. No one thought that was possible. But yeah, Jennifer Maia on DraftKings, she be had at 6'8". That's pretty tempting. Pretty tempting. Ferro, she's still, she's fought 3 times in the UFC. So she's still a little green, but man, she's a killer. Jennifer Maia at 6.8, man. She's got decent striking, good overhand right, steady volume, not high volume, not low volume, but just keeps the fight steady. She does go for takedowns. She has a great chin, man. Very durable. Great cardio. And again, she's fought the who's who. She fought the champion. She beat Jessica I, but everybody beats Jessica I. She lost to Caitlin Jukagian, mainly because you know how she fights. Caitlin just circles the ring. So it's kind of hard for her to use her takedown game or even land a punch. But Manon Farah, I don't know how to pronounce it, guys. I'm not French. Sue me. She's the highest, most expensive fighter on this card when it comes to DraftKings. She's a minus 400. That's way too wide, guys. This line is out of hand. If you're going to take Manon, I would wait. I would wait because I think some money's going to come in on Jennifer Maia. I mean, that's a lot of disrespect there. Um, the pick is going to be Farah, but I will have some shares on DraftKings of Jennifer Maia. That's just too cheap at 6.8K. Marianne Farah, man, she's a striker. She's got that sidekick. She throws a lot, that nasty sidekick. Mainly, I think she uses it just to keep distance. Good boxing, powerful head kicks, man. She looks like Ivan Drago's daughter. She goes for takedowns, high output. She's just very strong, man. She bullies people in there. I don't know if she's going to be able to do that to Maya, man. I mean, loss, win, loss, win, loss. I don't know. Make sure you guys tune into my final picks video Friday night. I'll be going live. I'm going to see if I can get the DFS guru on here with me. Obviously, the DFS whispers. I'm going to see how many guys I can get on here. Let's make it a big show. But first look, I'm going to go Faro, but man, my mind might change by the end of the week. I might take a shot at Maya, especially at that dog money and especially at that price tag at 6.8K. All right, next up, we got the ageless freaking wonder, man. Alexei Olynyk, the freaking boa constrictor, going up against Lir Latifi, man. You know, watching fight tape on this one, watching Olynyk just lay down in between rounds because he was just out of gas. 7.6K. He's freaking 44 years old, man. 45 years old now, I believe. Latifi, 8.6K on DraftKings. Right now, a slight favorite. I would jump on that minus 160, though. The pick is going to be Latifi. I'd say by a third round submission. I think by the third round, Olynyk's just going to be dead tired. And I think Latifi can slap in a submission in that third round. So that's the pick for me. I'm going to take Latifi via third round submission. Olynyk, man. Let's see. Let me pull him up here. 7.6 on DraftKings. The Fifi 8.6K on DraftKings. I mean, Olynyk does have some heavy strikes, but he mainly just uses them to go to the takedown. He just uses them just to go for takedowns. His cardio is horrendous. Horrendous. Same for Latifi, though. Let's face it. His cardio is not good either, but not as bad as Olynyk. I'll take the lesser of the two evils when it comes to cardio. He's got a short but wide. He's kind of short but wide for the division, man. He's freaking huge. Very strong. He goes for takedowns. I think that's going to be his game plan here. I think he's going to try and take down Olynyk. Easier said than done, but I think once Olynyk gets tired, he's going to be taken down like 4 or 5 times. Great wrestling, strong. He's low volume striking though. His cardio's pretty bad, but once he gets on top, man, he's pretty heavy on top. And that's his path to victory. I think by the time the third round comes, Latifi's going to get that submission. So, yeah, give me Latifi at 8.6K. And I think he scores well on DraftKings too, with all those takedowns, all that top control. So, yeah, give me Latifi. But God bless Olynyk, man. He's still out there doing it. Next up, we got a banger here. We got the hometown boy, Matt Brown. He'll be at home. He's got home field advantage here versus Brian Barberena, man. I've been waiting for this fight. This fight is actually rebooked. They booked it before, but it fell out. Matt Brown could be had for 8.2K on DraftKings. You got Barberena at 8K. Again, when it comes to DraftKings and FanDuel, in this price point, you want this fight. This is most 9 times out of 10 will be in the takedown lineup. As far as sports wagering, it's a minus 110 on either side right now. Man, I would be pounding that Matt Brown prop there. I think it goes to the decision, though, because Barberena, I mean, he's durable as fuck. Matt Brown, he's 41 years old, man, coming off that knockout win. Good forward pressure, nice kicks, nasty calf kicks, decent takedown defense, kind of low volume, but, man, he's got that deadly right hand. He's got that deadly elbow he throws. Brian Barberena Good movement, fast, especially for his size, man. He's a big boy. He throws those kicks. He rushes forward with the blitzes. Crisp boxing, very durable. Like I said, great chin. Likes to brawl, man. He likes to rip the body. Although he did get taken down 4 times last fight against a UFC debuter. He got taken down 4 times and still squeaked out the decision victory. I think a Matt Brown can easily take him down here and just ground and pound him. But, it's a 50-50 price, and it's priced that way. The pick here is going to be Matt Brown. I would get it now at minus 110 because I think a lot of money is going to come in on Matt Brown during the week. But I think this one goes to the judges, and Matt Brown wins a split decision. All right, next up. This one, too, is a pretty good one. Askarov versus France, man. Both good fighters for this division. This division's getting better and better, man. You got Askarov on DraftKings. He's 9.1K. France could be had at 7.1. I'd like to say France with that power he's got is a live dog, but Askar's a real deal, man. He better get a title shot after this fight. He deserves it. Askar 13-0, nasty kicks, especially to the body, man. Overhand right, good wrestling, takedowns. He's very dangerous on the ground, man. Very dangerous. He's a minus 300 favorite. If you want to take a shot on France, I mean, I'd probably wait till that line gets wider. But he's got that puncher's chance, man. He's a striker. He throws heat, man. Leg kicks, fast. Nice submission defense too. Last fight, man, he was in trouble a couple times and fought off some submissions. So I got to give him that. He's got that power or overhand right, but I think Askar is going to be too much for him because, like I said, Askar is a real deal. He better get a title shot after this. So when it comes to DraftKings, 7.1 France, you can take a shot because you got that puncher's chance. But Askarov is, man, he's the real deal. I'll keep saying it. Betting wise, he could be a prop piece if you're doing prop betting. Sure, to get the value you can out of him. But I think this one scores really high. With France having such good submission defense, I think this one might go to the judges. I'm going to say either round 3 submission by Askarov or it goes to the judges. I'll let you guys know in my final picks video coming up later in the week. But right now, first look, give me Askarov via decision. All right, guys. Next up, why is this the co-main event? Why is this the co-main event? I don't get it. Joanne Wood, 7.2K, going up versus Alexa Grasso at 9K. JoJo's seen better days, man. She's lost 3 out of her last 5. Grasso's up and coming, man. And I can't believe Joanne Wood's 36 now, man. It seems like just yesterday she was just coming into the UFC. Joanne Wood, man, she got dominated that last fight, man. But it was against Santos. Talia Santos is going to be a problem in this division. She already is a problem in this division. So you can't really knock her on that. Lost to Lauren Murphy, split decision. I do think Joanne Wood is a live dog here. I really do. She's a striker. She uses kicks, but only just to keep fighters at range. She's got good, slick boxing. That chin's kind of questionable, man. She did get dropped twice, but then again, it was against Santos, who we all know is a killer. You got Alexa Grasso. She's 9K on DraftKings. Leg kicks. Good one, too. She's good in the clinch. She likes to clinch a lot. She is small for the division. I don't know how she makes freaking 125, man. I don't know how she does it, but she does it. She got good grappling, good wrestling, just very low volume. Very low volume. So for a 9K fighter, I don't see her getting the finish here, and I don't see her paying off that price tag on DraftKings. So the pick is going to be Grasso, first look. I'll give you guys my final picks later in the week. But I'm going to take Grasso here. Right now, she's a minus 220 favorite. I might take a shot plus 180 on JoJo one last time. And then if she loses again, man, never again, right? But again, you can't really fault her. She's fought a lot of good names. Lerone Murphy, Jennifer Maia too, man. She lost to her by an armbar. That's what Jennifer Maia does, man. That's why Maia is a live dog too on this card. She beat KGB Lee 2 years ago, but that was 2 years ago. You can't look at that. But I do love the fact that Grasso beat Macy Barber. Macy Barber, I just don't like her. Ji Yeon Kim, unanimous decision. She's a decisionator, right? Decision. Rear naked choke 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago, against Tatiana Suarez. So for DraftKings, for fantasy purposes, you're either going to fade this fight or you're going to take JoJo because she's not going to score well, I don't think, at 9K. So the pick is going to be Grasso, but I think maybe by the end of the week I might be on Wood. We'll see, because there's just not that many dogs on this card, guys. And then last but not least, we got the main event of the evening, guys. Curtis Blaydes going up against Chris Daukaus. Man, give me Curtis Blaydes. So Curtis Blaydes is 9-2 on DraftKings. Chris Daukaus 7K. Chris Daukaus was looking great. But he got knocked out by the most powerful puncher in the division named Derek Lewis. Curtis Blaydes got back on that winning track. Curtis Blaydes is great for fantasy purposes. Takedowns. How many times did he take down freaking Drago, man? I don't even know. It was like 10 or something like that or more. 10 or more. Something crazy. Some crazy freaking number. The pick here is going to be Curtis Blaydes. Now, minus 335. Daukaus does have that puncher's chance, right? He does. Let's be honest. He's a plus 260. I'm going to take Curtis Blaydes here. I don't know, guys. I don't know if it's going to go to the judges because Curtis Blaydes does. It goes to the judges a lot because once he gets people down, he's not active on the ground that much. He just lays on them. He blankets them. So I'll take Curtis Blaydes by decision. I think he just takes Daukaus down at will. Hell, if he can take Drago down at will, he should be able to take Daukaus down at will. So yeah, give me Curtis Razor Blaydes as the winner here. Maybe wait. He is a parlay piece, but maybe wait if you're going to bet him individually during the week. Maybe you get a better price on that line, man. And that's going to do it. Before we go, let me try and bring up the other sponsor of the show. Hopefully it don't freeze up. No, it didn't. Look at that, guys. So fearthemaverick.net, guys. Fearthemaverick.net. A welcome sponsor to the show. This is Miranda, Fear the Mavericks website. You guys want that merch? She's got you, man. Use promo code Skywalker10 at checkout to get 10% off your order, guys. And the gear, the clothing, the accessories, every week she's coming out with new stuff. Go check out her Instagram page too, man. She's got more stuff over there. Again, use promo code Skywalker10 to get 10% off. When this young lady becomes champion, you can get one of these freaking autographs here. She'll autograph some gloves for you. What? She'll autograph some pictures for you. What? You go to Instagram, tell her Skywalker sent you. Get that 10% off. Get an autograph, man. If you're a sports memorabilia collector, once she's champ, they'll be worth a lot more, man. She's a friend of mine. She's been at my house. So when people say, oh, they're friends of mine, these fighters are friends of mine. Yeah, I interview fighters on my channel, but she is really a friend of mine. She's actually been at my house. We watch UFC pay-per-views together. So I'm just trying to help her out, guys. Let's show her some love. Hey, you got a pair of gloves for you and your baby's mama? You guys can duke it out here. You got puffies. You got boxing gloves, MMA gloves, shin guards too, man. All custom design here. Very nice. FearTheMaverick.net. Remember, 10% off at checkout. Use Skywalker10 as your promo code. And last but not least, guys, don't forget DFSClub.com. Come join the family. You get every single sport. Click join now. Click my logo so I get credit. Pick your plans, guys, and you are in. It's a little weird doing these by myself. I'm used to having Easy on here with me to kind of go back and forth on, with these fights, getting his opinion, getting my opinion. But this one I like to do early in the week, so my opinion doesn't get swayed. I'm still kicking myself of that Dan Hooker fight because I was not on him. I got talked onto him. So if you feel really good about a fighter, don't get talked off of him. Just do it. Go with your gut. And speaking of guts, I'm about to go get something to eat. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Like I said, I'm going to do a lot more UFC content. I know I'm a DFS channel, but I'm going to really get into sports wagering here because if I would have hammered those prop bets last week, I don't even know how much I would have won. It would have been a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching. You guys keep watching. I'll keep bringing these videos. So thank you so much. I love you. God bless you. My name's Gabriel Skywalker. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. I'll see you guys later in the week. Y'all take care.